the schools, and then we actually had our apartments sorted that weekend. So that brings us nicely into our next topic, which is our apartments.
Yay!
My apartment's, I think, 39 square meters, so like 400 and something square feet, and it feels just like on the larger side for one person.
They're perfect. The apartments are like for one person.
Yeah.
My apartment's great. I love my apartment for I can move my table over towards the bed and host dance workouts in my apartment for 3 or 4 people, which we did do during quarantine.
Yeah.
I host many girls' nights. Oh, and
All
movie
the girls' nights.
All the girls' nights.
Ashley
Yes,
does girls' nights, and I do movie nights. I put out like invitations and everything.
Yeah, like proper.
We have to restart that again. We haven't watched a Studio Ghibli movie yet.
Because after the quarantine, everyone was just excited to get out and be in civilization again. So
Yeah.
Graceful transition.
you can tell me, your apartment. Did you have a funny story?
I sort of have
we
a
have a funny story, and it was your fault. But I will tell you why it was your fault whenever you tell me your.
Okay, I'm
I can't remember
excited.
this one.
I went into my apartment that I still have. I've never changed apartments.
Your apartment's class.
I love my apartment. I think that's the other half of the reason why I don't want to leave. I love my apartment so much.
Yeah.
Room 310, Party City. I went in and I was like, this smells a bit. And I looked at this blue shag rug on the floor and I was like, that's the culprit. Everything else, lovely, but the smell was what I think put off the other two. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have this one. I like all the stuff that's going on in here. I know that rug is the only problem. So as soon as they took that out, I was like, okay, this place is perfect. Just needs some scrubbing and some art on the walls. And that's like the first thing I will tell people is bring art with you or buy it immediately, because that makes it feel less like an apartment you're temporarily living in to like your home.
It's not even
For
small.
one person, it's not small.
I love my apartment. My apartment is so cozy. I have a big princess bed.
I don't think I've been in your new one.
No,
This is the one you got from
This is the
today.
OG apartment, Jack.
This is OG.
Who changed apartments then?
Jack.
Jack changed apartment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love my apartment. No complaints.
I was really happy with my apartment. She ended up happy with yours. But this is where the interesting story comes in. The funny story.
Yeah.
Wait,
what was my fault?
Okay, this is your fault. You took us to RT Mart and told us where we lived, which was the right place, but you forgot to mention the building number or the building name. So we told the taxi man where we lived. He dropped us off in the middle of the community with 17 bags of shopping and 2 mops.
Right, I remember this.
You sent me a voice note to tell us where we lived, which was great because Louise's phone wasn't unlocked,
Yes,
so
it wasn't unlocked, yeah.
it didn't accept the Chinese SIM card, so she couldn't call or text anyone from her phone. I could, but then when we got in taxi, my phone died. We thought, it's fine. We gave the taxi man the address. Well, we thought it was the address. Turns out it was the community, and thanks, Jazz. All thanks to you,
Thank
Jazz.
you, Jazz. Thank
Look,
you, Jazz.
I didn't at the time know to say North Gate or the second gate, which I now know it's Bay MEF or something like that. It's like North Gate.
At least now we knew where to direct ourselves to if we knew
Oh, yeah.
else. So he dropped us off. Now, where he dropped us off was literally 5-minute walk from our building.
Not even, right
Around the corner.
corner.
But for me and Louise, we hadn't got a clue where we were.
We didn't even remember what the building looked like.
No, we didn't. We
Our own
didn't.
building.
No. And it actually looks different from the rest of them if you think about it.
But keep in mind I just came from the building.
Yeah, that's why I had so much faith in you guys, because you've been to the building. I trusted you guys to remember what it looked like.
Yeah.
No,
Trust me.
Well,
Come on.
Look, I didn't get to
Talk
know
about
about
too
the
much
Irish curse.
So we got, we got dropped off around the corner, and there we were standing with the taxi man. Gave up on us. He was like, "Get out, take your stuff." And he actually asked security, "Do you know where these foreigners live?" The guy was like, "Nope, I have no idea."
So with them.
Yeah, so we just dropped us off there. We paid for the taxi, and then we were just standing there for 10 minutes laughing. Like dying laughing, because if you didn't laugh, you would cry. Like if you think about it, we were stranded in China with no way to contact anyone, no one that knows us, like apart from like, no one else around us. We can't speak Chinese, no one can speak English. We probably should have been terrified, but we were dying
laughing.
because of how just stupid the situation
Ridiculous
was.
story was.
We were just
5
like,
minutes
"Do you know
walk
what?
away from the building.
5 minutes walk away. We were just thinking it's going to be fine. Like
Well, there's
some of them
17
fine.
bags.
70 bags of
So
shopping.
if we decided to make a move, we needed to take the bags with us.
I mean, you could have just set up a little shelter right there on the
well,
sidewalk.
we had the bed
You did have the bed.
and the cleaning products to clean the pavement.
To be fair, this was
Could have sold them all.
like
There's a lot.
Gianna's changed so much in the last couple of years. Like since we've arrived, we've got so much more. Like we've got so many more foreigners now. Back when we were still like new and fresh, people probably could have like recognized us and been like, "Oh, you guys belong in that building."
yeah.
Now
that's
I
true.
think that might actually be like possible.
No,
Like,
even now,
there's-
I
there's
think
a lot more
we all
foreigner
do
people.
still live in the same building. So
Uh-huh.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
now all the security guys know us. That if
Oh,
they see
yeah.
a
Oh,
foreigner,
security guys, definitely.
if now they see a foreigner, they'll just be like, I think it's that building. But
Yeah.
let's just hope that if you come to China, you're not going to get lost 5 minutes from your building, and you'll be smarter about it than me and Louise were.
And you will have a handy dandy power bank.
I have one now. In fact, I have two.
I'm
I
saying
still have one.
you have your power bank as backup power, and then you have your backup power bank.
Well, that's just too sensible.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
then
Jesus.
we managed to flag down. We flagged down like two. No, we didn't flag down anyone actually. A couple.
People approached us.
Yeah, a Chinese couple came up to us and said, "Hi, can we help you?" And we were just like
Yes.
amazed to hear English. We had Peter's
Business card.
business card. We're like, please just call him. Please call him. So we called him and we were like, "Yep, there you've got your teachers here. They're stranded with all the shopping." And I said to the couple, "Tell them to bring a car because we have 7 bags of shopping.
Yeah.
Please tell them to bring a car. We need a car to get this back to our apartment." And they said, okay. They told him, and about 10 minutes later, Jerry arrived on foot with no car.
He thought we were exaggerating.
He came up, and the first thing he said to us was, "Oh my God."
Did he say it in English or Chinese?
English. He went, "Oh my God, you have a lot of bags." And we were like, "Jerry,
That's the first thing we said.
You
on the
were
phone.
joking about the car.
He said, "I thought you were exaggerating." We said,
No.
"So we were exaggerating." No. So then it took us all. We had to carry 6 bags each, almost.
Yeah.
And 2 mops.
This is when I came back.
Around the
in.
corner into the building. Now, at this point, it was 10 to 6. Me and Louise hadn't eaten breakfast, lunch,
No.
or dinner. We were starving.
There's a KFC next to the RT Mart, mind you.
Listen, we thought we were going straight home into our homes. We did not think we were going to be stranded around the corner. So,
Stranded around the corner.
stranded around the corner.
Okay, that working title for the book?
We'll talk about that.
We'll discuss it.
So then we got into the building and Jazz was sitting in the lobby because we were supposed to meet in the lobby in 10 minutes time to go out and get pizza. Kind of like a welcome to China dinner for
Oh,
me and
where have
Louise.
you guys been? All I get is just like, oh, we're gonna kill you.
We
Yeah.
walked through the door and Jazz went, oh my God. You jumped up, grabbed the bags. Where am I going with these? And literally we dumped everything in my apartment
I
because
do remember that.
Oh,
we just
yes.
dumped
Dumped it in.
everything on the floor,
And
didn't
my
put
phone-
anything
my
away.
phone was still dead, but we had to go. So
Uh-huh.
literally I went in, threw the stuff in, came straight back out. We went out, we got dinner. I inhaled the pizza. Gerard laughed at me and said, "Where'd your pizza go?" I said,
Was
Gerard,
this Melena's?
Melina.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Okay,
And he
yeah.
was like, "Where did your pizza go?" And I was like, looked at him and I haven't eaten since yesterday. I'm
Yeah.
starving. It's been a long day. Do not judge me for inhaling my pizza.
Melena's is kind of like a staple lunch place for foreigners. It's like
Yeah.
right in the middle of town, just under, like literally under Kinching Square.
Uh-huh.
So it's very convenient, the location of it, yeah.
Centrally located.
So yeah, we went there and then we went to karaoke. But me and Louise got to 10 o'clock and we were like, we were tired and we were like, we have to go home because we haven't cleaned our apartments or put our bed
There's
on.
no sheets
There's no
on the
sheets in the
bed,
bed. There's nothing. We didn't go to bed until about 2 a.m.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
god.
We still-
And we were like, oh my god, they didn't stay for KTV. We've made such a bad impression.
No, we were just tired. Like even when I ate pizza,
Fed up.
yeah, like just it was a long day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
try walking
our
around
face.
our team for 5 hours. It's not that big of a place.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like Walmart where you go in and you're like, okay, you have a list and you think, okay, we're gonna be here like 2 hours maximum, and then you emerge as if from like a time warp and you're like, what day is it?
Uh-huh.
Why are all these bags around me?
and 17 bags and 2 months.
17 bags and 2 moms.
Yeah, the mops are.
Another working title.
And all the cleaning products really weighed us down. Like there was bleach and washing liquid.
You gotta
Floor
get that.
cleaner.
The
Floor
Mr.
cleaner.
Muscle
Liquid.
spray is just my like clean everything spray.
You know, we went and got like separate things for everything individually. Like we even bought stuff that we didn't even need at the time, but we thought, oh well, you know, it's in the store, so it must mean that we need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've since learned. But that was our experience of getting our apartments in China.
Yeah.
And any apartment you get, once you have a deep clean of it and put your artwork on the walls or just put your personal touches on the walls, it'll feel like home.
I
After 3 years. I can't believe it. It's fleeing though. It's absolutely
bad.
fleeing.
It shocks me every time I think about it.
Yeah.
3 years.
But then it's hard not to imagine not knowing each other. Like we wouldn't know each other without China.
I know.
Never
We
mind
live
us.
like 30 minutes away from each other.
Yeah, I
and
know, it's crazy.
we had an ocean between us.
She lived in Belfast. She lived in my
Uh-huh.
city. Yeah, like
Very
for 4
odd.
years. For 4 years, and we obviously never met, but it just shows you where's a smaller place in your life.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, whenever you get to China, you'll be pretty much taken under our wings,
Yeah.
and if you get to Jinan, taken under our wings, and then for me, I just tell people my apartment number and tell them to call them if they need anything, because if they try and call me or text me, I might be painting or dancing.
She's
Yeah.
always dancing. It's
Yeah.
always, oh, sorry, I was dancing. It's like, when do you stop moving, Ashley?
Never
How
does.
does anyone get a picture of you? Because without it being blurry, I think you vibrate.
There's a lot of things to do in China, a lot of things that you can, like for me, picking up new hobbies
Yeah,
and
you'll find new hobbies.
a lot of new like foreign friends, which we'll touch on in another video. But yeah, there's always something to do and always something to keep busy. You're never bored.
Oh,
So
God, no.
Why stay still when there's so much to do?
Like, I lived at home when I was in university. I never got, like, the college dorm experience. And then I came here, it's like, oh, it's like living in a dorm, but everyone has money.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
That's
You know
exactly what it's
There's
Yeah.
a lot to get through. We've had a lot of experiences in China.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them good, and even the bad ones can be turned into a funny way.
Exactly.
It's
We
more
haven't had any
content
terrible
for-
experiences.
Yeah, it's more content for the inevitable books we will all write after we leave.
Exactly.
If someone told me I would have enough content to write a book after China, I would laugh at them. But there's been that much
There's
things
enough
In the
happen.
first
Theory.
year, never mind. This is our third year.
Yeah,
And it's
it's
still going strong.
the excitement it's just so much things that, like adventures that we have and
Never
things
a
keep
thing
changing
to
all the time. So there's
Never.
always new places. Like recently they opened up a Harry Potter cafe in Jinan, and I found a dog cafe that has corgis, which we should go to.
Did you know about the Harry
No,
Potter
I did.
Cafe?
I knew about the Harry Potter one, not the Corgi one.
The corgi cafe has Labradors,
Uh-huh.
corgi, cats. The cats are unlike any you've ever
Is
seen. They're
there
very
a
majestic.
golden retriever? Can you find
I can't remember.
a golden retriever?
I'll try.
Okay.
But
Sure
everything's
there is.
changing, and there's always new things to go out and try. And
Also,
Yeah.
more
Save all
important.
there for the shopping video.
Yeah, Shanghai and Beijing both have a Tim Hortons now, and that's the most important thing that the Canadian viewers need to know.
And China does
You
really
like
good potatoes, which is
Oh,
something
yeah,
that Irish
other
people need to know.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's for the food video.
that's
That's
the
for the
food
food
video.
We got to.
We've got a lot to discuss,
Yeah,
and we'll
a lot of
we'll
videos.
tell you everything.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.